I will tell that if you want to address the issues of Naxalite, first you address economic, social and cultural injustice has been done to the Adivasis, and also address the development issues. Then only the issue will be addressed.
To which Mr. Chidambaram is going to say that if you want these issues to be developed, abjure the gun. We cannot discuss these issues of economic, cultural issues that are real issues unless you abjure the gun. It's what comes first.
Rajdeep,
give up the gun and then we'll talk.
You have a security force that runs into tens of thousands, heavily armed, surrounding an area. You have all these MOUs, and now you're saying, and you have a history.
But you're mixing a lot of issues. You're bringing in MOUs. You're bringing.
Yeah,
I mean, the sentence.
All, if you look at a map of India, the minerals, the forests, and the tribals are all stacked up on top of each other. And if you're going to say that we are surrounding this forest, we have all these weapons trained on you, we have vigilante groups and people's militias going into villages, raping and killing women. I don't think you can come up with a story about Maoists raping women, okay? But the Salva Judum does it as a policy. And then you're saying, abjure violence, let's come and take over your
So then what happens? So then we are in a zero-sum game. You're now talking, one form of violence is going to be responded by another form of violence. Today it's a policeman beheaded. Tomorrow it will be, you'll claim Salva Judum has attacked some innocent villagers.
I think were they to say, promise these people there'll be no displacement, that all these MOUs will be made public, we have a clear idea of what development we plan for this area. We'll have people at public hearings discussing it. We'll take your opinion. Then you can talk.
When your answer to today's initiative, the government saying to citizen rights groups, writing to citizen rights groups saying it's your responsibility to bring groups like the CPI Maoists into the political mainstream, you're saying that's not possible.
No, I'm not saying. How can I say it?
But
Who
do you
am I
think
to say it?
It is part of the responsibility of groups that are bringing up the cause?
No, I think it's the government's responsibility. You see, because these groups are complex.
You want the government to take the entire responsibility. Isn't civil society and the Maoists, if civil rights activists, shouldn't they be taking more responsibility?
No, they are taking responsibility of bringing out these issues. But, how can, they are not people who are voted to power. How can they be given the right
let's
to
leave
negotiate?
the last word to Gladstone.
The problem is that 2 decades before, what Rajiv Gandhi used to tell, that only 15% of money reaches to the poor. Today, same thing Rahul Gandhi is telling. That means what they are doing. They have not done anything.
You're saying the democratic process has remained unchanged in this country for the last 25 years.
Another thing is, when Priyanka Gandhi meets killer of the Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi, she becomes Masiha for the people. She is projected like that. And when a person like Binayak Sen, if he cures Adivasis, he becomes Maoist supporter. How it is happening?
It's a complex issue. It will require a long time to address. But obviously we need to look at the shades of grey. And there are many shades of grey in what is being positioned, some believe, as a binary issue between Maoists on the one side and the state on the other.
That's the biggest danger.
Okay, so it will require people like you, Arundhati Roy, perhaps to reach out to Mr. Chidambaram, have a dialogue, not in a spirit of confrontation, but perhaps in the hope that you can reach solutions. You need solutions now. The violence must end.
Well,
Mahatma Gandhi would have gone into Gadchiroli, ma'am, and would have tried to stop.
Not Mahatma Gandhi.
No, you're not Mahatma Gandhi, but someone has to take the. But someone from both sides has to take the step now to end the violence.
No, but first to understand the problem.
Okay,
the problem is being obscured.
There are different views as to what the problem is. Arundhati Roy, Gladstone, thanks very much for joining us. Let's hope your voice has reached the powers that be, and maybe there will be a dialogue. Thanks very much for joining us.